Everyone and welcome back. I have been on holidays and busy at work, so I have not been able to do too many videos. So I will try to resume or showing you the most relevant thing that has happened during the last 2 weeks. Okay, from skins, a lot of skins has been released. If we go to Eternity, Faceless got the critical hit, so this one that you are seeing right now. My opinion is not a good skin. It's okay. I think it will be something important in the future, the magic critical hit, but we need a hero that improves critical hit, and we need more magical critical hit. And so far, there are almost no heroes that has got this. I will expect something like what happened with Sebastian, like a hero that improves a lot of the magical critical hit, and then multiple heroes will get magical critical hits, and then it will be something. But until this happens, a lot of things will change in the game. I would expect it will need at least 6 to 1 year to have value. Anyways, I took it, I did, but nothing relevant. I will not recommend to do it. Then from more skins, they have released also in a very unusual way, or something I don't like, which was something that was based on luck, on the Chava model or something like the event, and Farsi or something like this was called. I don't like this because it's based on luck. In my case, I got the ones that you get for free, plus I got one mission and I was able to get it, so I got very lucky. Anyways, this skin is good. It's armor. I already has leveled up my Aiden with the armor skin. Currently, if we check, we will see that with the skin he got almost 22,000 of armor. Glyphs of Aiden, I think is 55. Okay, so take this into account. Anyways, I think it's a good skin because Aiden sometimes reduces a lot of his life. So I believe with this and the combination of the second talisman with Thoughtness and with the red artifact, so this one and this one already is there. He will get almost 6,000 of Thoughtness plus 6,000 of almost 6,000 of health, I think, approx. Yes, almost 6,000 of health because of the new talisman. So I think this will be very good for him. Okay, anyways, not critical. If you don't get it, don't get it. You will get it when they release it for free. Oh, no, it's not a critical skin at all. Then something else, the talismans. Okay, so for talismans, we have something and some people has asked me what I think about the second talisman. I think it's completely useless. I don't like physical attack here. So the thing is, will you put 1000 or a little bit probably less toughness plus 8000 of physical attack or 200k of health? I prefer 200k of health personally. So I think the first talisman is better. Related to the other talisman that is interesting in my opinion is Orion. I think second talisman, which I already have selected here, is better. And the main reason is intelligence gives you 6000 of magic attack, and armor is good, but since the release of the skin health, the super skin health for Orion, he doubled his health, so it's not anymore the class cannon that used to be before. Anyways, he gets magic attack, like 9000 more, which is versus the first talisman, which is almost an skin of magic attack. And Soundness could be somehow seen close to armor. It is not, but I think the increase of 15,000 of this 9,000 of magic attack is better. I have been testing and looks like the second talisman is better. Saying this is super difficult to verify this, and the main reason is currently heroes have 5 plus the super skins, so 6 skins. Sets give you 2 additional skins. Glyphs give you 4 additional skins. Then the class itself of the hero, you have high class, you can move from equivalent to half a skin to 1 skin. So is that many skins now versus like 1.5 years or 2 years ago. That is very difficult. There is not that much change when you introduce 1 or 2 skins despite the skin is good. Need to be a really very strong skin like my penetration for armor penetration for Kayla, or the talisman of Iris for magic penetration. Should be something big to really see a change. Okay. Then other heroes that got, in my opinion, good talisman. This is Oya, and I will show you a video about Oya in 1 minute. Okay, Oya got physical attack and crushing. Okay, this talisman is much better. Okay, the main reason is strength you don't need, is health. Oya has a lot of health. Also, she got the super skin of health. When it was a hero that already has a lot of health, it's not valuable. critical hit is nice, but you tell me what you would prefer, 5,000 of critical hits or 8,000 of physical attack, I will be not sure, like so, but on top of that you get the crushing, which is 10,000 K of crushing. So then I will say second Talisman is much better than the first one. Is worth it 10,000 VIP points? I don't think so at all. It's not like critical, like it's not Iris Talisman, it's not Kayla Talisman, it's not Astaroth Talisman. It's a good talisman. Armor penetration would have been better, but still it's a good talisman for Oya. Very good. Like I don't think they can give armor penetration to Oya as a talisman. So I think it's still could be one of the best talisman that she was able to get. So it's a good talisman, okay? The other hero that got a talisman is Aiden. So Aiden, the first one is magic attack, around 21,000 of magic attack versus 140 of health plus soundness. So first one, improve the second and third skill of Aiden. So this one here and this one here, whereas the first one, so the second one, improve the ultimate of Aiden. So this is very similar to what happened with, for example, Oya. Okay, like Octavia, sorry. It has been a long day. It's very similar to what happened with Octavia. The first talisman improved the ultimate, whereas the second talisman improved the second and third skin. This is very similar, but I still prefer the second talisman of Aiden, and the main reason to prefer the second talisman of Aiden is because it gives you more protection to Aiden. Aiden lost a lot of health because of his ultimate and sometimes a little bit glass cannon, so I feel much more a secure hero when you use with the second talisman. Okay, particularly you have the two red artifacts, the second and the third. I think it's quite interesting. In my case, I have not yet got the last one, but you see soundness is almost 5,000 with the missing red gear. I will go to close to 6,000. It has almost 600k of health. Now it has 22,000 of armor, so it's quite good hero. Still, despite not having the first talisman, he has around 100k of magic attack, which is a lot, so the talisman will be only 20%. Still, I'm still thinking that the second talisman is better. So I have tested something here. I tested yesterday, but then I was super tired to do a video. Okay, so you have here, what I have done is I have put a common defense teams with the new and the old talisman, and I went with a traditional counter for this team. Careful, because this team, if this team here on the right, the defensive team was a completely maxed out 860 or 870k, you will not be able to beat it 10-0 with this team, okay? Anyways, there is no difference if you use the old or the new talisman. I tested also with the first and the second talisman of Dante. In theory, first talisman of Dante better because gives you critical hits and you are playing with Sebastian, but it's not always like this in defense. Okay, there are things that the second talisman gives you that the first does not. Okay, the next one was versus Julius, Tristan, Oya, Kela, Aiden. Okay, with using the new and old talisman of Oya and using the new talisman of Aiden. I went with this team and it was giving me 10-0, relatively clean victory. But when I went against the new talisman of Oya, it gave me 5-5. Because I don't like these things when it's, moreover, when it's Dante Octavia, I rerun again the first combat, the one was giving me 10-0, and this time gave me 8-2. Okay, and you see here what happened is instead here that I lost, here is a draw on damage. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little bit better, the relatively better, but you can see here is because Julius survived, Julius survived, Julius survived, Julius survived. So it's not really that much difference that can justify paying the 10,000 VIP points, okay? Then I tried with other combos. I went with this combo here, 2A, so it was not good, and finally went with what looks like it was a good combo versus the new talisman 10-0 versus the old talisman 9-1, but if you see what happens here is I was not able to kill despite I don't lose any hero, and it was because I didn't choose the correct talisman here. What I did is I changed the talisman of Mojo from the second talisman to the first talisman because the first talisman does much more magic attack, whereas the second talisman is armor and critical hit, so it's a mix there. Anyways, I went with the first talisman, and then you are able to get 10-0, okay? Then the next team I wanted to try is the Oya Kela Aiden with Dante Octavia, using the new talisman of Aiden and the new talisman of Oya, the new and the old, and tested exactly the same teams, and I didn't see any difference in results. As you can see here, absolutely no difference at all. Then I was trying other stuff here with the Anbari version to see if it was working, and still working perfectly against this team. Okay, so in general, as you can see, better talisman, both Aiden and Oya, but if you don't have them, you will not see any difference. Like, you should be going to a very, very strong teams or heroes to be able to see any difference at all. Another thing, and I almost forgot, is this shop here. Okay, I got both of them. You have the helmet that only applies to strength heroes. This means that this helmet gives you strength, which is health, and only apply to strength heroes. Strength heroes relevant ones are Tristan and Oya. They already have enough health. They don't need more health at all, so they will not be benefit on getting the helmet. The only ones that will benefit will be tanks, and from tanks, in my opinion, if I go here, in my opinion, there were two tanks that particularly benefit. One is Julius, then as much more you can give to Julius the best. Julius the best tank in the game currently, independently of the meta, okay? Whereas also a hero that benefits a lot of health is Corvus as a tank, because of the altar of salt, because it's based on the health, okay? So in my case, I have given to Julius, as you can see here. I gave to Julius, but the next one that I get, it will go to Corvus, okay? The reason I have done this is I don't trust that much Corvus on killing Kayla anymore. Like, if I fight against Kayla Aiden and there is not Oya, I prefer to go with Sessa Aiden Lian than going with Corvus Morgan. I don't feel Corvus Morgan very trustworthy against particularly very high level Kayla Aiden teams, okay? Anyways, this was from one part, and the second one was this one here. The armor, this armor is completely useless, is ridiculous. If you don't get it, don't get it. It's not worth it. It costs 60,000 of sub coins, which is a lot. So what happened with this armor, it gives you, if I don't remember wrong, my defense and toughness, so it's defensive armor, not very relevant. And they gave this to very few heroes, this armor that you can put. One is Jasmine, like why you need this in Jasmine, and not is Sebastian, the same. And then the next one by list is Aiden. I put it in Aiden because I think toughness is good. My defense is indifferent in my opinion, currently 2000 of my defense. So if you don't get it, don't get it. I don't think it's valuable at all. I don't think, honestly, I will get this for any other hero because the only very few heroes can use it. Instead, I believe that it's better if you get blue spheres or you get skin stones, okay? Or you get the helmet. I think the helmet is valuable, okay? There is something I wanted to mention, and I believe that's it. Today we have the tournament, and I have been able to level up a lot of sets, as I mentioned. So I believe that I can win. This player, I am scared because despite showing me like that high, has invested already 70,000. So I don't know. Let's see what happens there. So the set I have done is I level up my Ismael to 130. So I was able to unlock this. I unlock one level of this and one level of these ones. Okay, and this allowed me to unlock this level here. And I was finally able to do it. And currently I got blocked in this one, and it's something I was mentioned before. When you have heroes that only have 5 skins, like Maya is, you always stay between 128 and 129. You are not able to go farther. The only manner is to spend glyphs or red gears. Okay, in my case, I don't want to do this because they are very expensive, so I will wait to level up other set to try to get. But my problem is 900 or 800 of power based on set is quite complicated, quite difficult to do it. So I don't know if I will be able, so at least you will need to level up 2 sets to be able to get this 1000 more. I believe it. So my next hero I will be level up is going to be Cornelius because he has a 6 skin, and I already have Iris and Ginger over 130. So I think I will be able to unlock these two, and I hope so maybe is enough to level up Maya. Okay, if not, I probably will move here. I will move to Keira, and I will try to go to 100, 130, and let's see what I can do with Tempus. Okay, so this is from my side, only as an example of problems that you had with sets, and that's it. Please let me know if I had missed anything that you would like to know. Again, I will say again, Oya is better, the second talisman, Aiden is better, the second talisman, but it's not a big difference if you don't have them, because currently it's very difficult to find the difference between things. Any of the new skins is a pass. Faceless completely a pass. The skin of Aiden is okay, nothing critical. And oh yes, I forgot about Satori. Satori is a very it was a very good hero. No anymore. I only use Satori sometimes versus some particular lines, particularly versus versus Dante Octavia. The reason is Dante Octavia gains energy when they dodge, so Satori put more marks. Marks means more damage for Satori. The point of Satori is magic attack can be dodged because you have Octavia. And then what happens there is sometimes you are able to kill, sometimes no. So it's a kamikaze type of hero. So I don't feel that it's very trustworthy hero. Instead, I prefer to go with my Cascade with Lara or my Sessa with Aiden, Tempus, things like this. I think usually works better than going with Satori. Let's see, Satori has become stronger. They have improved almost all the abilities of Satori, so Satori will do more damage. It will also remove more intelligence from the heroes, which is good for dodging and for some particular stats. And let's see what is the new super skin. I don't know, I have not checked. Depending of what is this new super skin, I hope so is magic attack. So we go to Satori. Let me show you Satori, what I'm saying this. Okay, this is the stats with a level 40. I hope so is magic attack, because then Satori will go to 94k of magic attack. Or is magic penetration, and you say why you want magic penetration when you have 45,000. The main reason of this is because if you have the first talisman, Satori gives you around 15,000 of magic penetration and 6,000 of intelligence, but Satori does not have armor, does not have health, so sometimes very glass cannon. Whereas if you take the second talisman, you get 12,000 of armor, and which means 30,000 of armor total, plus you get double of health almost, so from 220 to 350 or something like this, so it's a 50% increase on health. So you move to having 30,000 of armor, 350 of health, then it gives you a little bit more reliability for Satori, despite he has less magic penetration. Still, like 45,000, you remove the talisman, it's around 28,000. Magic penetration is more than enough. So I hope so that is magic attack. I think it's going to be the best, or something like this. I hope they don't give him any of these magic reflection or something like this. I don't think so. Okay, so let's see what is the new skin of Satori. So that's it, and have a good day.